Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joe Griffin. I'm the Sebastian City Manager. Today is Friday, September the 8th. It's a little bit after 9 in the morning. You may be seeing this later on this afternoon. But this is the second in a series of updates from the City of Sebastian to you to give you folks as much information as possible on Hurricane Irma and give you some time to start to prepare. If you haven't prepared yet, you better get on it today. This is going to be a major event for us. I feel that the city is prepared. We started our process on Tuesday, the 5th. We put all our emergency management plan into effect. Emergency documents have been signed by the mayor and by the city manager, allowing us to do certain things depending on the severity of the storm. So it's time for you to complete your preparations as soon as possible. We are expecting things to start getting a little bit ugly tomorrow morning, at least through Monday, and not to clear up until late Monday night into Tuesday. So now is the time to prepare. If you feel that you have to leave now. Get out of town. If you are staying in town, please prepare as much as you possibly can, enact your plan for you, your family, and your pets. I want to go over some of the technicals that I talked about yesterday on our briefing, and that has to do with how these storms move and kind of what you have probably heard on TV and other areas, but not to inflame the situation anymore, but you really need to know the truth of how these storms operate. So tropical cyclones are huge low pressure areas. Low pressure areas, the winds around low pressure are counterclockwise. Around high pressure, they are clockwise. So let's say that this storm is moving from south to north. The winds around that storm will be counterclockwise. If we happen to be on the east side of this storm, the worst possible area for the storm is in that northeast quadrant, okay? That is where the winds are most troubling and could be most destructive. So we want to watch that very closely where we are, the city of Sebastian, as it relates to the path of the storm. Let's say, for example, this storm is traveling right up the spine of Florida, like they have predicted in many ways. And you can see here, we would be on the east side. The city of Sebastian would be on the east side. We have to be very cognizant of that. If the track of the storm shifts a little bit to the west, across Tampa and up there, then that would relieve us a little bit. If the track of the storm went up the east coast, as Matthew did last year, that would put us on the west side. So just keep those things in mind through the weekend as you watch your weather reports and keep track of that. We were in the process just a couple weeks ago of getting out an edition of the Pelican News, and that would reach your house, we were hoping, this past week. Because of the storm, that got delayed. But in the Pelican News, I had my hurricane tips for this hurricane season. So it's a little late, but I want to read you some things and that you should be aware of that's in the Pelican News that you'll probably get next week. When the watch of warning is issued, the warning has been issued from Sebastian south along the east coast of Florida. Leave low-lying areas, protect windows, boards, and shutters. And some of these things are so obvious, it's crazy, but still you need to know about these things. Secure outside objects. Get those things that are outside that could become projectiles, get them in your garage or wherever. Secure them. Have plenty of fuel and water, obviously. Adequate food and water for each family member. And if you're called to evacuate, do so immediately. Before the storm, put your plan into place. Each family member should have a plan, and please take care of your pets. Monitor local weather reports, obviously, and have a secure room available in your home if you decide to stay. During the storm, stay in a secure room, stay away from windows, don't use candles, monitor weather and civil service bulletins, and remain indoors. After the storm, we'll give you some of those updates as we get through the weekend. But the big thing is report down power lines and do not go near them. Don't go outside and start cutting down trees. Let us come through, let the city of Sebastian come through with our debris removal. We already have equipment positioned right now at our airport, ready to go with equipment and personnel as soon as the storm is over. Our debris, we have contracts with companies for debris removal. We will also scramble some of our public works employees to report to work, which will aid in that also. So please be very vigilant about down power lines and tree removal. Please be careful of that. There are voluntary evacuations right now for Indian River County. I might be stealing some of the thunder of the chief right now, but it's okay if we mention this 2 times. The barrier islands, obviously, manufactured homes, low-lying areas, substandard housing, and all areas east of US number 1, and mandatory evacuations, which will be effective Saturday, September 9th. Barrier Island, manufactured homes, low-lying areas, substandard housing, and all areas east of US 1. I want to talk about some of the shelters that are going to be open on Saturday, and that's the Freshman Learning Center, that's down at Vero Beach, Oslo Middle School, Sebastian River Middle School, and Fellsmere Elementary School, Cypress Street in Fellsmere. The pet-friendly shelter is Liberty Magnet. So, right now I'd like to turn things over to your Chief of Police, Michelle Morris. Michelle.
Thank you, sir. Okay, now that Joe's told you everything that I was going to say, just want to remind everybody, remember, stay calm, stay patient. Everybody's in a panic, everybody's in a rush. We're getting reports of a lot of thefts, we're getting reports of a lot of accidents because people are in such a rush. Please slow down, there is still time. You need to pretty much have all of your plans ready by the end of the day today, whether you're leaving or whether you're staying. So please make sure that you've got your homes prepared, you have your vehicles. If you can get gas, get gas. They are still bringing in gas trucks. You just have to be patient. As far as the thefts, don't leave your gas cans or your generators out where people can steal them, because unfortunately they are doing that. So be careful. Remember a few things. We will have constant information flowing through the Sebastian Police Department Facebook page, the City of Sebastian Facebook page, our websites, the Sebastian Police Department website, which is sebastianpd.org, and the City of Sebastian, which is cityofsebastian.org. Indian River Emergency Management's email is irces.com. We will be available 24/7 at the police department, and some information lines. So this is for if you have questions, you need to know about the shelters that the city manager just mentioned, you need to know any of that information, you can call 772-646-7060. That line is being manned 24/7. If for some reason it goes to voicemail, leave a message and we will call you back. A couple other things. Comcast Channel 25 and UVerse 99 will have the city government channel, so we will be posting information on that as well. Obviously, you're already stay tuned if you're seeing this on the government channel, but we are also going to put this out on Facebook and YouTube. Remember, safety is always first. Stay tuned, stay calm, stay patient. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us. If you need police service and it's not an emergency, 589-5233, extension 0, or follow the prompts. If you need a police officer and it's emergency, 911, but please leave 911 open for true emergencies. And we will be back in the next few hours with more information, but don't hesitate to call on your police department or your city officials, and we will do what we can to take care of you. Now we have a few words from Councilwoman Kinchin.
Thank you, Michelle. I just want to say to all the Sebastian residents, please be fully prepared. FEMA has said that Florida has never experienced a storm of this magnitude. Andrew was a Cat 4, but Andrew was a lot tighter and smaller than Irma. Irma covers the entire state. Please, if you're in a mobile home or a low-lying area, follow the mandatory evacuations, go to a shelter, or leave in your car and get out of town. Be safe and be careful. Thank you.